Big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Now, I have a first reaction of this movie where I went to see it, and I then got lost in this huge movie theater in this dark, creepy hallway where I thought I was going to die. It's real shit. There's no edits in that video. If you want to watch it, go to the FlickPick channel and watch my first reaction for Scream. I didn't like this, and I'll tell you why very quickly. I don't feel this movie does anything better than the original film does. Nothing. Absolutely not one thing better. And by the 5th installment of a franchise, if you're going to go back and redo it, essentially sort of like remaking it, rebooting it, then expand on something. Make it better. Have a purpose. And there was no purpose. It's just the same shit you've already seen 4 other times, repackaged for a new generation of people who don't really know any better. And the other issue I have with this film is the look of it. It looks cheap. Like, if you watch the first Scream film from 1996, and then you go watch Scream 5, cinematically, visually, this looks far inferior. Like, there's no wide shots in this movie. And I'll tell you why that's so important in a horror film, especially with something like this. Whenever you're in a big house, right, and there's suspense and tension building, where the killer could be in any closet, any hallway, any window, you want to have a wide shot of the environment. Because you're like, okay, what shadow is the serial killer going to pop out of? This was shot like an MTV show. Everything's all close up. It looks like it would have been an episode of the Scream TV show that MTV had years ago. And then to expand more on why I really hate this movie, I know some people like it. I get it. There's a fandom for this movie, and I wanted to like it. Like, I think if you did a really good Scream movie and gave it the same amount of respect and effort that the first movie got, it could be cool. If you have like a good twist ending and you have, you could build up the characters. I was hoping Stu would come back. Maybe they're saving that character for the 6th movie. But when they finally spoil who the killers are in this film, and keep in mind, when I was watching it, I was paying very close attention. I was like, okay, they're right here right now. Ghostface is over there. So that won't make sense if she's actually the killer. But then come to find out, the 5'2" girl turns out to be the killer, even though when they're showing her in the Ghostface suit at times, she's like 6'2", manhandling people. What? Like, at least logistically make it make a little bit of sense. I can suspend my disbelief, okay? I can do it. But there's just things that make no sense. And by the way, the third act of this movie just felt like someone watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and they're like, oh, I like her, let's typecast her for the same role again. And by the way, let's maybe kill her the exact same way also in this movie. Yeah, light her on fire. Let's do that again. Because Tarantino did it, we'll do it too. But in a shittier movie. So those are my thoughts on Scream. It was nice to see David Arquette come back and Neve Campbell, but that blah, 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 blah. Okay, those are my thoughts on Scream. Big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members across 150 countries who come together to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. One thing you should know about me is I love learning new things when it's things I want to learn about. And maybe you're the same way when it comes to graphic design, video editing, audio editing, anything that I can do to improve my YouTube videos. I love learning new ways to do that. And in 2022, that was my goal, to make bigger and better YouTube videos. Because anything that I can do to improve my YouTube videos and make them slightly more enjoyable, well, I'm going to do that. I know a lot of you watching right now are YouTubers or aspiring filmmakers, and with Skillshare, you can learn something new that helps improve what you're already doing. And with Skillshare, you get inspired creatively and learn new things. And if you want to make your videos look better, one class I recently took was called DIY Cinematography, Make Your Video Look Like a Movie by Ryan Booth. Definitely check it out. And the best part is the first 1,000 people who use this link will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. Go check it out, learn something new, get inspired creatively.